Hey guys, Alex here, and oh my Jesus Christ, we don't have any time right now. Let's talk about the Smash Brothers Direct. Now, yesterday it came up, and it was fantastic. I gotta say, it was fantastic for an August 8th Direct. And so I guess I can just really quick speed run through a bunch of things that were revealed. Um, I guess in order. I'll do it in order so that it's consistent. And but before we start this, I recommend you watch my live stream. You watch my highlight live stream because I did a live stream of me reacting to it. And after the stream was over, in that live stream, I was talking with some guys on a Discord voice chat, and we were just talking about like what we thought of the direct, and they brought up some pretty good points that I probably won't get through. I won't go over in this video. So if you want more, you'll just go watch the live stream, go watch the archive, because it's really interesting. And then yeah. So yeah, I recommend you. Yeah, so I recommend you go see it after this because they bring up because we bring up information that I probably won't get through in this video. Um, so so we're just gonna start. We're gonna go from the start. So obviously the thing opens up with Luigi dying. Thank God for watching. I'll say okay. I'll stop. So yeah. This is unfortunate. So personally, it was really great. I was doubting Simon Belmont, because I was like highly against him because Konami's the devil. Obviously, I mean like it's pretty obvious, and well, of course, I guess, but then again, I guess Dracula is the real devil, or I don't know, some stupid joke like that. But yeah, we actually did get Simon Belmont, and he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. I like how his freaking walk animation, the Belmont strut. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's really cool, and I like how he uses all the stuff. And I'm glad they use the uncensored names. They don't call Holy Water Firebomb or Cross Boomerang, because screw religion. I guess I don't know. Dracula doesn't care, so why should I? Speaking of which, after that, we also got a confirmation that Richter is an Echo Fighter, which is crazy. I mean, a lot of people, everybody expected Simon. I'm pretty sure people because for those who don't know, the night before, Simon was leaked because Nintendo, like the website, like the official YouTube page, like leaked like the song "Buddy Tears and Monster Dance," which by the way was great. They leaked the title, and then people thought Simon Belmont. Even for those who knew about that leak before heading in, people who got spoiled, Richter was still a surprise. I never in a million years, because it's like when he opened up, I thought he was just a costume, but no, he's an Echo Fighter, which is crazy. Because originally I only thought that return veterans would get Echo Fighters, and yeah, and also because now we have more than one character from the same franchise. We have two Castlevania characters. This opens up the door. So thanks, Richter. Peace, I guess. Who do you think he does in the victory animation? I think it's like this. No. Yeah. All right. Then again, that opens up the door for other characters like Metal Sonic, who I'll talk about later. I'll talk about Metal Sonic later. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And also, we also get a Dracula's Castle stage where you fight Dracula and supposedly the kid Dracula. I still can't get over that. I can't believe they did that. And supposedly, it's supposedly, I don't know. And then after that, it goes over two more Echo Fighters. Now, if you know me, I'm not really in for Echo Fighters. I had a feeling we wouldn't get too many. We'd get like a few, maybe like two. Or I'd say like two, maybe three, not counting Darpig and Lucina, because those were in Smash 4. Like 2 to 3 new Echo Fighters. You know, Daisy would be one of them. Maybe they reveal one more, and then they keep one like a secret. Like they keep one a secret, and then perhaps we don't know. And yeah. So personally, I don't think so. Personally, I'm surprised we have 4 already. That's crazy. I feel like we might get one more before the game comes out. We might get one more before the game comes out. And on topic of that, after they revealed the 2 new Echo Fighters, which are, by the way, Chrom and Dark Samus, which, by the way, before that, I called Dark Samus. I said that Dark Samus is was the most likely Echo Fighter, and Dark Samus made it in. So I called it. I called it. Okay, I called it. And then yeah. So as for Echo Fighters, I don't really care, and I'm not a huge fan of Echo Fighters, but I do like how Echo Fighters. How you can not have Echo Fighters take up space in the character select screen. I do like that. I think you could prefer it. But one thing I don't like, and I know this sounds weird, that I don't like, is that Sakurai said that they'll probably that they might be revealing every single character, every single newcomer before the game comes out, which basically means no secrets. Well, no secret newcomers. Still gotta unlock everyone, but still no secret newcomer, which kind of sucks because. Brawl, the way Brawl did it, because I mean, to be fair, Lucario and Jigglypuff were leaked. Well, Lucario, Ness, and Jigglypuff were leaked before Brawl by accident, by Nintendo by accident. But it was just so cool to see the secret characters like the internet in its infancy blew up when they found Wolf and Toon Link, and it was crazy. And that was a fantastic time. We would have had that with Smash 4 if it wasn't for the ESRB leak, which ended up becoming true and revealing the entire roster ahead of time. So unfortunately, we couldn't get that for Smash 4, and unfortunately we're probably because of this setup we're probably not going to get it in Ultimate unless. Of course, Sakurai lies to us, which I'll get back to that later, about Sakurai lying, because it comes in later. And also, speaking of smashing, we also get a bunch of rule sets. So we have a bunch of cool modes. For example, Stamina is now a standard mode, and I like how it stocks, because when I tried Stamina in Brawl and Smash 4, they were way too short. They were way too short, so I feel like adding stocks to them would make them be longer, hopefully. And, that's nice, and then also you got Squad Strike, which is a very interesting mode. People are saying it's like All-Star Versus. It's not really like All-Star Versus. You just take turns. I still need to figure. I don't really know. We don't really know much about the mode. I feel like we'll get a better idea of it when it comes out in December. And then also another thing is that. That tourney mode is coming back, which really begs the question. We know tourney mode is coming, the local tourney mode is coming back, but will the online come back? I mean, the online tourney mode was pretty cool. I did actually like it. I mean, of course, the biggest problem with that is that the tourney mode in Smash 4 is gone because the entire thing was powered by Miiverse, and because Miiverse is gone, the tournament mode is gone as well. So, unfortunately, there's no more tourneys. However, it's just really cool to see. I still did a few tourneys there, and I was just pretty fun. So it'd be kind of weird for the online ones to not come back. In fact, I'm surprised Sakurai didn't brought up anything about online at all. He mostly brought up the base game. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a second Smash Direct, and hopefully with Shrek as the big reveal. I'm not sorry for that joke, by the way. But speaking of the base content, stages. We got a bunch of new stages. Basically, 103, which is almost double of that of Smash for Wii U if you count Smash's Wii U as DLC, which is insane. But now here's the thing. Sakurai said that every stage will be unlocked from the start. I mean, you don't have to unlock any more stages. Well, there are two things. One. Later on, when it shows off Rathalos, one of the bosses, which also doubles on an assist trophy, a series first, as he said, it shows a completely new arena that's not available. And in case you're wondering, it's from Monster Hunter 4, supposedly. I've never played a Monster Hunter game, so I wouldn't know. It's supposedly from Monster Hunter 4. And the crazy thing, wouldn't it make sense to play on that? Now, to be fair, in Brawl, all of the stages that had bosses were also not playable. But the thing is, most of those areas were like generic places, like just like a generic stadium for PD and stuff. I mean, the only exception was like the roof of the Halberd, but then again, you can already experience that in the Halberd stage, which is back. So that doesn't really count. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe if you beat Rathalos, whatever you call him, Rathalos. I'll say how Sakurai pronounces it. Rathalos. I feel like after you beat Rathalos, you get the stage. Maybe it'll be like super easy to unlock. And you know, I'd actually be down to maybe have like the training mode stage playable. In that'd actually be pretty funny. And not only that, but also there are 6 empty slots, and in Smash 4, there were 6 stages to unlock. So Also, something else I noticed that with the music, now Sakurai brought up that if there's a series that has too little music for its own category, then it will be or just single songs from single franchises, then it will go into the other section. Here's the thing. Now and then of course ones that have a bunch of music will have their own categories. Here's the thing. One of the categories is Final Fantasy. Now if you remember, Smash 4 only had 2 songs from Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 7. It says Final Fantasy 7 in the freaking Smash Direct. So unfortunately, even though we'll only be getting Final Fantasy 7 music, we're going to get more than just 2. Hopefully a remix, which I know is going to make a lot of people happy. Also, there's also been a lot of questions about how if you use the Switch in sleep mode and listen to music, then will there be will you have more battery because it's not powering the screen? I'd say it'd be like about 7 hours of battery. That's my guess, or 6. Pretty good number, even though you're gonna need 28. I'm not sorry for that joke, by the way. And also another thing is that another big thing is that of course the items, Pokemon, and assist trophies. Now some of the items are pretty cool. The banana gun, banana is pretty cool. Some of them have like really unique things. Some of them have like really unique gimmicks. Like the staff is stronger at longer ranges. The Rage Blaster does more with Rage, which also confirms that the Rage mechanics return from Smash 4. I think that was already confirmed earlier in the E3, but now it's truly confirmed for those who were still skeptical. And as for the Pokemon, I don't really know. Like I can't remember what Pokemon they started with. I don't remember what Pokemon they started with, so I don't know what they're talking about. So yeah. So there's like this Pokemon for wall, the Axe of the Wall. I don't know his name, so yeah. I'm not sorry for that joke, by the way. Yeah. So most of the Pokemon, so they show off like ones like Mimikyu, and they show off the fact that Vulpix and Alolan Vulpix, which is really cool. And makes me question if there's gonna be normal Exeggutor. And one thing that's really cool is the fact that Ditto is actually here, because in Melee, Ditto was gonna be in Melee, and he was gonna do the same thing that he does now. So it's finally cool to see that, because it's the Ultimate Smash Brothers, the weirdest in history, spiciest memes you'll see. Because of that, it's really cool to see this type of content back into the game. So it's really nice to see Ditto as other characters, even though he doesn't have the face. And also he gets destroyed by Zero, but who cares? So just back to base. But speaking of Zero, we need to get our flowers. So I think I'll just get my flower here, fake flower. Here's my flower. This is my flower. We must pray to the fact that Shovel Knight is an assist trophy. And according to my doctor, I talked to him after the reveal. Well, after the live stream, because I stayed around. I talked to my doctor. He said that no forms of salt killers will fix Shovel Knight, unfortunately. So rest in peace. This is totally a flower. So unfortunately, Shovel Knight's not in the game. I still can't get over it. And I know some of you are saying you should be happy Shovel Knight's in the game at all. Indie games are so popular that in indie, like there were gonna be indies. There were bound to be indies eventually. Like for example, I know like there was like a Runbow trophy in Smash 4. So, I mean, of course, this is about gaming. Obviously, indies would eventually be represented. I mean, granted, we wouldn't know when because now we know that it's this game. Who cares? Unfortunately, what makes it even worse is that I feel like there might be a few other characters that people were requesting that might also end up as assist trophies, which really scares me, and I also hate how the fact that Sakurai pulled a Waluigi, like how, if you remember, Waluigi got destroyed by Marth. This time Shovel Knight got destroyed by the moon from Majora's Mask. Oh my god. Please insert popular character here. Please don't become an assist trophy. Or a boss. Whatever. But yeah. That's really nice. And of course, after that, he shows off the menus for the game. The menus are really cool looking. Of course, they don't reveal whatever the bottom left mode is. I'm pretty sure it's a battle royale. I'm pretty sure it's a battle royale. I don't know. I'll stop with that joke. Even though somebody photoshopped it mere like less than half an hour after he showed it. Yeah, whatever. I also like how there's a dashboard, which kind of begs the question: what happens if you have the Smash Ultimate dashboard and the internal Switch dashboard at the same time? Dashboardception. Oh my god. So yeah, it's pretty funny, and I also like how originally like when I first saw the menu, I wasn't really digging it. I wasn't really a huge fan of it. Like it looked a little weird, a little too big. It's like if you took the Smash button in the Smash 4 menu but made every button that, which looked a little weird, but I don't know. It's gotten a bit more used. I've gotten a bit more used to it after rewatching the direct numerous times because, of course, people need to because reaction videos tickle Montezon's fancy. Yeah, and it's really cool. One thing I find weird is that if you go into the dashboard, there's an icon with like a switch and then like a wireless signal going out, which is clearly for wireless play. You can do local play. I don't know why they couldn't just have the local play option for Smash, just in the Smash section, because the Smash for Wii U sort of did something like that. It wasn't exactly, but it was more clear, in my opinion. Yeah, so yeah. Although, then again, this could possibly mean that you can do local play for other modes, like Classic, All-Star, possibly Events. We don't know if Events are back, or All-Star for that matter. Although, I have a feeling that in fact, I'm pretty sure we're going to get co-op events, because if you look at the menus, they use the same naming convention, because in Brawl... Because if you remember in Melee, the solo modes, Classic, Adventure, All-Star, they called solo because you could only play them by yourself. Now in Brawl, almost all of them came back, but with the ability, with the exception of Classic mode, you could play with them. You can play them with 2 players. But then again, it got confusing. Like, why would you put the multiplayer modes in solo? I'm a Han Solo, but whatever. So what they did, to circumvent that in Smash 4, they renamed it to Games and More, so that way people know that, oh yeah, you can do a multiplayer. Now, granted, that doesn't really work for 3DS, since you can't. I don't think you can do any of the modes in multiplayer in 3DS, but for Wii U, it does work. So it makes sense. It's more clear. And then after that, So because they're keeping the same name convention, I have a feeling that most of the modes are going to be 2-player. However, I have a feeling that classic mode might not be 2-player this time around, because I feel like when Sakurai was talking about classic mode, which by the way is just the same, it's going back to the brawl setup where it's just it's going back. Heck, I'd argue it's basically going back to the 64 melee setup, 64 melee and brawl setup, but without the in-betweeners. So yeah, I like the in-betweeners. I mean, yeah, I made them a little bit too long, but yeah, whatever. I like them. Give me the option. I hope. They're basically the same thing. Look a little. It's just kind of there, you know. Although I have a feeling that if classic mode was able to be done in 2-player, he would have mentioned it then and there, like, oh, you can also do this with a second player, or something. You know, he would have said something like that. I have a feeling. And also another thing is that another thing I find really cool is the fact that also there's like, and also something else I really like is the final smash meter. Personally, there are a bunch of elements that, if the competitive scene was a little generous, like the final smash meter and like the stage morph, we could see in competitive if they're generous enough. For all they they couldn't. I mean, they used to be generous with Hyrule Castle 64 and Congo Jungle 64, but you'll never know. Yeah. But the worst part was that Pokefault is not on the stage list. Worst game ever, 0 out of 10. Oh wait, never mind. It's not a 0 out of 10 game. You wanna know why? Because King K. Rool got revealed. Okay? I'm gonna tell you this right now. King K. Rool's reveal was fantastic. Like, so many people wanted him, and it was just amazing, alright? It was just fantastic. The final smash, where, like, it's just DK64, because, like, it's Crocodile Isle blowing up the DK Island. That was fantastic. And a fantastic way to end the direct. And honestly, DeviantArt I'm pretty sure DeviantArt's having a field day with his counter move. So yeah, which reminds me, I unlike Ridley, because of course after Ridley's reveal in E3, it led straight to the treehouse. We don't really have a treehouse, so I'm really hoping that maybe in the future we get some form of like more information in K. Rool soon. Because then we can figure out what his moves are and stuff. Because it's really weird about how I just find it kind of strange, because in Ridley we knew the moves, and then Sakurai kind of goes over the moves for Simon and Richter, and then of course Akram and Dark Samus are echoes, but not really K. Rool. K. Rool still feels kind of vague. Kind of a vague fighter. I wouldn't be surprised if if soon he gets like a spotlight for the Super Smash Vlog. So yeah, something K. Rool got revealed. 20 out of 10 game. Go buy it now. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to join my Twitter and my Discord and do the use. And I'll see you guys next time. Wait, is that how you do the balance strut? Okay, I'll figure it out.